Light snowfall impacting the roads across central Indiana this morning. We'll have not only an update with the timing for these snow showers, but also the impact it is having on the interstates around central Indiana. That is coming up in my forecast.
Indy is celebrating big for St. Patrick's Day, and it's happening in the middle of March Madness weekend.
Was anything going to stop you from coming out today, though?
Nah, I'm pretty diehard.
We'll take a look at the St. Patrick's Day celebrations happening in the Circle City and a look at some of the big games that happened last night. And Legos, they're taking over at the Indiana State Fairgrounds this weekend for the 13th year in a row. Next, we go live to Brick World, happening today and tomorrow. That's where Hannah is. She'll show you some pretty cool stuff for you and your family to do. Fox 59 Morning News at 9 starts right now.
From Indiana's #1 news source, this is Fox 59 Morning News.
9:02 here this morning on a Saturday. If you are waking up, you are seeing some snow on the ground. This is a live look at I-465. Now on the north side, that looks like near 86th Street. As you can see, the roads do have snow on the side. We're just seeing in another shot a car going the wrong way on the interstate as crashes are starting to shut down the interstates. So take your time as you go out this morning. Good morning to you. I'm Cameron Ridle in for Zach Myers. He's on spring break. Not a very spring-like day today.
No.
You've been very busy covering weather and traffic, and I'm looking at one of the shots we're about to see. Traffic is not moving.
So at I-65 in the northbound lanes through Lafayette, this is the shot you were just mentioning. We have people turning their vehicles around and going the wrong way on that entrance ramp, trying to get out of this traffic jam because all those northbound lanes are shut down. That is not recommended at all. I also have been seeing people standing on the interstate too this morning. That is due to a jackknife semi. So we are closely following that situation, and of course the weather too. Do you want to add a little?
Yes, I will add that on the topic of the weather, the Indianapolis Department of Public Works is going to be out for the next couple of hours. They've got 30 drivers out there pre-treating the roads right now. They've already started. This is the shot we were just talking about. You can even see the tire marks that are there in the snow of that car that just went the wrong way on the shoulder. So as you head out, leave DPW and NDOT crews some room to do their thing because, Amber, a lot has been happening on the roads.
That's right. So in the northbound lanes of 465, this crash has just been cleared near Pendleton Pike. We also have the snowfall that is over East Central Indiana. The steadiest of the snow is now east of the Indy Metro, and throughout the day we will have scattered snow showers around. Walking you through the rest of the day, skies are going to be mainly cloudy. It'll be windy too, so a lot of blowing and drifting with the snowfall is going to be expected. It's just a reminder that it doesn't take a lot of snow to create slick road conditions this morning. 22 is our temperature right now. We also have winds sustained out of the west-northwest at 16 miles per hour. Temperatures have dropped into the teens in the northwestern portion of our area. It's still in the lower to mid-20s south of Indianapolis, and temperatures are not going to rise too much more from this point, mid-20s around the state. We are tracking chilly weather through the weekend and milder weather as we kick off the season of spring. I'll have the details of that in my forecast.
All right, Amber, thank you so much. Breaking news now at this hour. Former President Donald Trump says in a social media post that he expects he will be arrested on Tuesday as a New York prosecutor is eyeing charges in a case examining hush money that he paid to Stormy Daniels for encounters that the two had before he was running for president. Trump said in this post, this is on his own site, Truth Social, he just posted this morning that illegal leaks from the Manhattan District Attorney's Office indicates that the far away leading Republican candidate and former president of the United States will be arrested on Tuesday of next week. You can see right there for yourself. He is encouraging his followers to protest and, quote, take our nation back. Now, law enforcement officials in New York have been making security preparations in the event that an indictment could come. Now, there has been no public announcement on a time frame on if there would be an indictment. This tweet now, or this Truth Social post, I should say, from the former president is the only word that we've gotten that something could be happening. Again, the president in his own words tweeting that he expects to be arrested on Tuesday. Again, this has everything to do with the Stormy Daniels hush money case. So we are working to get more details to find out if this is indeed happening. Why is it going to be Tuesday? He says he's getting information from leaks. And so that is the latest right now. This obviously is going to have a lot of ramifications. And this is huge news that we will be staying on top of. We'll have updates as they come on the Fox59.com and Fox 59's app. Well, this morning, a former Avon youth football coach and substitute teacher accused of molesting and taking photos of his students. 18-year-old Matthew Duran was arrested this week and charged with child molesting, seduction, and exploitation. The investigation started in February. That's when the victim's parents called Avon Intermediate School West. They said Duran, who was a substitute teacher at the time, was sending inappropriate text messages to their 11-year-old son. Court documents say Duran sent the child messages via text, Facebook, Snapchat, and even Fortnite. Police also say they found several nude images of that young boy on Duran's phone that he took during FaceTime. During an interview, the boy reportedly told police Duran also molested him.
Good boundaries are really important, not putting yourself or your children in situations where they are alone with an adult.
School said Duran was fired after the boy's parents complained. Court documents say he was also dismissed from his coaching position. The Avon Junior Athletic Association sent us a statement saying, in part, leadership removed him from his position after some parents raised concerns that he may have been contacting younger athletes. The statement went on to say they are investigating the matter. A bipartisan bill at the State House could close a loophole in Indiana's child seduction law if it passes. It's a charge applied in crimes when an adult in a position of trust or authority engages in sexual contact with a child under the age of 18. Right now, the law only includes youth sports coaches employed by a school. The proposed change would ensure any coach could be charged. This week, the bill passed in the House and is now headed to the Senate floor. New this morning in sports news, we start with a massive upset in the NCAA men's basketball tournament. The #1 seeded Purdue Boilermakers lost in the first round to 16 seed Farley Dickinson. The final score was 63-58. Our sports team will have reaction from the game coming up later in your morning sports report. Meantime, there is good news for the Hoosiers. IU won in the first round of the games against Kent State. IU is a #4 seed, while the Golden Flashes are a 13 seed. Kent State is this year's Mid-American Conference Tournament champion. The game was played in Albany, New York. The final score there, 71-60. Last night, our Dave Griffiths was there to witness the Hoosiers take on that big win. He shares the highlights and the reaction from the team.
In the NCAA tournament, you want your seniors to lead the way. Indiana got that and so much more from the duo of Trace Jackson Davis and Race Thompson. Those two combined for 44 points and 20 rebounds in the Cream and Crimson's NCAA opening victory. And Jackson Davis added a IU school record for an NCAA tournament game in 5 blocks. That senior leadership is something they talked about pregame.
We looked at each other and we said that this ain't the last time we're doing this. And I think that I came out and I got a couple easy buckets that started us off a little bit. And then towards the end of the game, we had our closer and Trace, and he finished out the game for us.
It's huge for your upperclassmen to play well, because then the lowerclassmen see that and they want to chip in and they want to do things, stuff of that nature. And so I think that we led by example, and I think the underclassmen, everyone played well.
Just to have their confidence at an all-time high right now is really huge for us, because they really picked up the slack on the offensive end and got us going.
Next order of business for the Hoosiers last night, or this morning I should say, was to get a little rest. Sleep will be helpful when they have another game coming up tomorrow against Miami in the round of 32. Reporting with IU in Albany, I'm Dave Griffiths.
All right, thank you, Dave. A reminder, the IU's women's team will get their first shot at the tournament this morning. The #1 seed Hoosiers take on #16 Tennessee Tech in Bloomington. Tip-off is at 11:30. We've got a bracket challenge going on here at the station, and our news director is headed that up. He's in second place, but our Hannah Folman is apparently in first place so far with the bracket challenge, with the numbers that just came out. One of her teams lost, but so far, Hannah is winning. She's also winning this morning because she is at Brickin' World with all of the Legos. Yeah, Hannah's like, what? Yeah, check your email. Apparently you're doing really well in the bracket challenge, but you're also doing really well this morning because you're surrounded in Legoland. You're downtown this morning.
Yes, Cameron. Now I'm taking you actually out of Indianapolis and to Ninjago City. Take a look at this beautiful Lego display. This was created by my friend Miriam Murphy, who I'm going to introduce you to. Hi, Miriam. Good morning.
Good morning.
So tell me a little bit about this exhibit, who you are, and what got you into Lego building.
Well, I love Lego. I was built since I was a child, and this set, I started with some of the Ninjago sets, and then I expanded on. I said, oh, I love this. I want to create my own thing. And that's what I kind of hope kids will do, too, because you see something and you go, wow, and then I can build on that. So you start simple and you build onto it.
Yeah, let's take a closer look. Let's zoom in on some of these beautiful creations. We've got a boat. We even have a pig driving a boat over there. That's kind of fun. Dragons, water. It's just beautiful here. What do you think your favorite part is about creating these beautiful creations?
I love doing all the detail. If you come, you can see inside, and every single room is an actual different vendor. So I've got a kitty cat place, a nursery school, a movie theater, I've got a fruit and veg shop, all kinds of things. And so, but they're all detailed down to the nth degree.
Wow, just incredible. I am becoming such a Lego fan by just visiting and taking a look at all of these colorful creations. There are probably hundreds and hundreds of Legos on here, and you can come check out all this fun here at the Indiana State Fairgrounds. It is happening today starting at 10 a.m. That's just an hour away, and it will continue until tomorrow at 5 o'clock. Now you can buy tickets for $14 online or $16 at the door. For now, reporting in Indianapolis, Hannah Fulman, Fox 59 News.
All right, Hannah. She's got an assignment to find that train. So whatever Hannah says, apparently go with it, because not only does she have the good assignments today, but she has won 25 out of the 32 teams for the bracket challenge. Everybody at the station, Hannah so far is the winner. So she's got a great assignment, and apparently she knows basketball. All right, we'll listen to Hannah. Trust in Hannah. We'll hear from her coming up again at 9:30. Still to come here this morning, North Texas is dealing with some major damage. Residents are cleaning up after a severe storm brought golf ball-sized hail and gusty winds to the area. We'll have a look at the efforts to the south as they prepare for more severe weather headed their way this week.
And we are still tracking some light snowfall in parts of central Indiana. Also, tricky travel in parts of the state. I'll break it down for you in my forecast.
Happening now, another round of rain that is, could impact the cleanup efforts in California following this week's atmospheric river. Across the South, severe storms left behind extensive damage to homes and cars. Fox News correspondent Christina Coleman has more on that cleanup.
Cleanup efforts are underway across the country after a line of storms pummeled multiple states this week.
We probably saw egg-sized hail, maybe a little bit smaller.
In Texas and Oklahoma, people are surveying the damage after hail fell throughout the region on Thursday. In Irving, gusty winds tore the roof off of a car dealership while heavy rain flooded this apartment complex. Residents have been returning to gather their belongings, with many now left wondering what's next.
My apartment is floating. Yeah, there's a lot of water in there. So, and on the second floor, we don't have roof, we don't have ceiling, we don't have nothing.
Here in California, people are still clearing water and debris left behind by this week's atmospheric river. Pacific Gas and Electric brought in additional crews to speed up power restoration to thousands of homes and businesses.
And we still have a few more days to go to get things up and going again, but just to pull together and support each other.
Due to these back-to-back storms, only about 36% of California remains in a drought, though state officials say years of dry conditions have created small cracks in levee walls. It's raising fears rushing water could break through and flood homes in future storms.
On average, they are 57 years old. And many of them were built using standards less rigorous than our current best engineering practices.
Forecasters expect California to get another round of rain early next week. In Los Angeles, Christina Coleman, Fox News.
All right, so of the weather words that we've learned today, we talked earlier about the atmospheric river.
Yes.
Which, if you were with us probably in the 7 o'clock hour, we discovered that the atmospheric river is not a real river.
Right.
It's a weather thing.
It is. It's just a series of storms impacting the West Coast right now.
That was an unfamiliar weather river.
Well, you thought it was like the Chattahoochee, right?
Well, I know the Chattahoochee, the Tittabawassee River is in Michigan, the Monongahela River is in Pennsylvania. Like, I know all the difficult word ones, but I've never heard of an atmospheric river because it's not real.
It's the jet stream. Yeah, so, all right, 9:19, let's get you out the door this morning because we are following several issues on mainly road conditions because of the snowfall that we continue to see in parts of central Indiana. It's still snowing in Columbus, and it is creating slick road conditions over our eastern and southeastern counties, and still following big issues within Tippecanoe County. So the northbound lanes of I-65 at a complete standstill due to a jackknife semi near State Road 43 just north of that exit, and that is creating a very large backup, and it does go back a couple of miles to the Lafayette area. There's also a crash within Johnson County near Franklin, and it looks like that crash activity has cleared up a bit more, but still following another crash at 465. This is at Pendleton Pike. In particular, the ramp, the southbound lanes of 465, that ramp to Pendleton Pike is actually blocked due to a crash that is closer to Pendleton Pike, but it is going to remain blocked until they work to clear that scene. Seeing some breaks in the clouds near Indianapolis, but still expecting mainly cloudy skies. And even with a very little snowfall, just that light coating, it is creating headaches on the road. So you will want to be careful and take it slower. And then the spots still picking up on that snowfall, lower visibilities, which that's still a possibility within the next hour or so near Connorsville, Richmond, Rushville, and Greensburg, also Brookville, as this wave continues to push off to the east. For the rest of the day, mainly cloudy skies, at times a few flurries. It's going to be windy throughout the day. Wind gusts up to 30 miles per hour, going to create wind chills in the single digits well into the afternoon as well. So 22 degrees is our temperature right now. It has dropped into the teens to the west and northwest. 15 in Lafayette, 22 Muncie. It is 26 in Shelbyville. And right now it feels like 2 below zero in Lafayette. So a heavier coat needed for today. Temperature staying in the mid-20s for the next several hours. We already had our high today in the upper 20s. That was earlier this morning. As I mentioned, it is going to remain windy throughout the day, and even this evening it'll stay breezy. Single-digit wind chills are expected for the rest of our day and into tomorrow morning. We'll drop back to 24 degrees at 10 o'clock tonight. Our overnight low low in the upper teens. We'll drop to 19 degrees tomorrow, high at 39 degrees. Finally seeing some improvements. Temperatures are still going to be running well below average, but at least we will have more sunshine on the way during the second half of the weekend as higher pressure settles into the area. Milder weather is on the way next week, and as we kick off spring, 50 is going to be the high temperature on Monday. We officially start spring at 5:24 in the afternoon, and we should have temperatures at seasonal levels by then. 55 for the high on Tuesday. Soggy at the end of the week. Even a chance for some storms on Thursday. High near 66 degrees, Cameron.
All right, Amber, thank you so much. Up next, electric cars. They're all the rage these days, but now a new company is hoping that trend will reach all the way to the water as they unveil the first commercially viable electric boat. Details coming up next on Fox on Tech. Well, with all of the talk about going green for this St. Patrick's Day holiday, electric cars are becoming more popular. Now with spring around the corner, one Florida-based company wants to make fueling your boat as simple as plugging it into an outlet. Electric cars are all the rage these days, and now this company is hoping that the trend will reach all the way to the beach, although I'm initially skeptical about electricity and water. I just thought about that as I read it. This should be interesting. Fox's Eben Brown has more information on this edition of Fox on Tech.
Electric cars are all the rage these days, led by brands such as Tesla and new investments from traditional auto manufacturers. And now a new company is hoping that trend will reach all the way to the water. But there's just one problem. You can't just take EV automotive technology and put it in a boat.
A boat is operating in a hydrodynamic state, which basically means it has to push a lot of water out of the way, which is less efficient than pushing air out of the way.
But the folks at Voltari have a solution. The company is unveiling the world's first fully electric performance boat. It's run entirely on batteries. There are zero emissions, but that doesn't mean you have to worry about running out of power on the open sea. Voltari recently completed a 91-mile trip from Key Largo to the Bahamas, all on a single charge.
The biggest challenge was figuring out how we could get all of the lithium-ion battery packs integrated into a hull without having to sacrifice, usable boating space.
Ultimately, the hope is to create enough demand to shift the market to a new standard, which the company says is a win for boaters because they'll no longer have to line up to pay for fuel.
We work tirelessly to remove some of those things about boating that people aren't so excited about. It's not just electric boating, it's more fun boating.
The recently passed infrastructure bill contains $7 billion for EV charging stations. It's not clear if any will be on the water. In Miami, Eben Brown, Fox News.
All right, well, meantime, if you don't own a boat or an electric vehicle yet, don't worry. This was an equal opportunity show. We've got gas prices for you. Here's what's happening in the world of petroleum. Right now, the average price in Indiana is sitting at $3.50. It's now 4 cents more than the national average at $3.46. If you're looking to fill up ahead of the weekend, here's some of the cheapest spots that we found. Not too many in the teens right now. $3.17 at the BP on East 38th Street, $3.19 at the Get and Go on Bridge Street in Morrisville, and a little higher near downtown, $3.29 at the Marathon on South Meridian. Still to come here on Fox 59 Morning News, there are a few things that you can do here in the Circle City, including 2 events happening at the State Fairgrounds. Huge, colorful flowers and bouquets are on display at the Indiana Flower and Patio Show. Plus, Brick World is in town. We'll have a look at all the details that you can see out there set up. Details on both events coming up in just minutes. 9:31, a live look over the city right now. It is definitely cold outside, and you will want to grab some extra layers as you head out and pack some patience, pack a little extra time. We are seeing some roads that are in bad shape here this morning. Good morning to you. I'm Cameron Riddle in for Zach Myers. Amber, you've been hard at work today.
Oh, thank you.
You've done a great job. Traffic, weather on a Saturday?
Yes, so there's just a lot happening. We had a little bit of snowfall, but it was a light powdery snow, and with the blowing and drifting in place, creating slick road conditions. So there have been several issues too. So there's this crash in the northbound lanes of 65. This is north of State Road 43. I'm beginning to see some of the traffic move, but you can see it is still slow moving, and that was completely blocked off for the last hour due to a jackknife semi. And we still have this crash that is blocking the exit ramp in the southbound lanes of 465 to Pendleton Pike, because the crash activity is actually closer to Pendleton Pike, but they just completely blocked off the ramp for the time being because it does involve multiple vehicles. Checking in on Live Guardian radar, where we still have snowfall within the Indianapolis area. We have another light wave moving over Hendricks County right now, near Greencastle, northern Putnam County. And the steadiest of the snowfall is actually over east central Indiana, closer to Greensburg, east of Rushville and into Connorsville, and it's within that band where the visibility could quickly fall. Once the snow showers push off to the east, we will be left with cloudy conditions. It's also going to remain windy, and that's going to keep temperatures on the colder side for the rest of our day. Winds are out of the west-northwest. That's going to draw in that cold blast of air. We'll only have temperatures staying in the mid-20s for the next several hours. 22 is our temperature right now, and we have winds out of the west-northwest at 20 miles per hour. Those are sustained wind speeds, gusts up to 30 miles per hour, going to be at play for today. It's much colder to the northwest. 14 is the temperature in Frankfort, 22 Greencastle, 25 degrees in Bloomington, staying in the mid-20s and at best climbing a couple of degrees more by the time we get to 5-6 o'clock. We'll call it an afternoon high temperature at 26 degrees, although it is just going to stay cold throughout the day today. I'm tracking chilly weather through the weekend. Some improvements though for Sunday, and milder conditions will return this week. Find out how warm it's going to get in my forecast.
Bring on spring. Thank you, Amber. Well, change is happening at the Monroe County Jail. The Sheriff's Office posted new pictures of its mental health dormitory, intake room, and other parts of the building. It comes as the office works on restoration and sanitation of the jail. In January, we showed you what new Sheriff Ruben Marte described as inhumane conditions inside the jail. He found cells without working toilets, dirty floors, and a foul odor.
I am not going to point fingers. I'm just not going to go down that path. And what I can tell you is I'm here now. We're working to get it fixed.
Making changes to provide a clean, sanitary, and safe place for the people at the jail. In the post, the Sheriff's Office said they can now sanitize the areas as often as possible, and they will continue addressing safety and security concerns. In Zionsville, people at a senior living facility are now being forced to find a new place to stay. Crawford Manor residents were notified that they have until February of next year to move out of their federally subsidized low-income apartments. The building has 100 units. One woman told us she's not wasting time. She's moving out next Saturday, and she says she's one of the lucky ones, as low-cost apartments are hard to find.
Where I'm moving to, they said they had 30 people from Crawford Manor on their wait list. And, you know, people have to move out before somebody can move in.
Crawford Manor is owned by the faith-based nonprofit Baptist Homes of Indiana. The vice president of operations says they are helping residents find new places to live. Once it's empty, the plan is to tear down that building. Well, it was a big night across the board for basketball fans and St. Patrick's Day partiers as well. Everybody had a good time last night in the Circle City. Purdue and IU fans flooded downtown last night as a mix of the celebrations is only just beginning. Fox 59's Michael Van Scoik was live downtown last night where the crowds were going all night long.
Whether dressed in green or gold or black, or cream and crimson, the festivities have been rolling all day long.
I want Indiana to go to the Final Four. It's been a long time.
Fans and their families are all craving the same thing, a good ball game.
Rolling into the spring break weekend and just not
the best time to be able to hang out with the family, enjoy some good food, watch some good basketball on the screen, and just looking forward to a Purdue win tonight.
While many are laser focused on the big screen, it's still a fun time for the little ones a bit more focused on the screen at the tips of their fingers.
This space allows for you to eat, to hang out, to talk, to even play Pokemon.
And it's a weekend of booming business, especially inside the garage.
This is one of our biggest weekends of the year, so all the businesses in here obviously selling food and drinks. This is a huge weekend for them.
And as basketball and St. Patrick's Day collide as the weekend goes on, some will mostly keep their eye on the ball.
I might be past the St. Patty's Day fun at this point in my life, so I'm enjoying having a seat and basketball. I leave St. Patty's Day for the professionals. I'm past. I'm retired from that world.
In downtown Indianapolis, I'm Michael Van Scoik.
The B-Ball Bash is also back at the Bottle Works District, outside and inside, starting today at noon. It'll run until 9 o'clock tonight, both today and Sunday. As a reminder, there will be more police patrols out this weekend. More than 150 agencies across the state are participating in a campaign to stop impaired driving. It's meant to promote safe driving around the NCAA tournament and the St. Patrick's Day holiday. Crash deaths continue to rise in Indiana and around the country. Officers are looking for people driving aggressively, over the speed limit, and under the influence. The campaign started last Friday and runs until April 4th. Speaking of getting home safely, rideshare programs could be the way to go tonight. The Safe and Sober program is initiated by Stewart and Stewart attorneys to provide safe rides home during St. Patrick's Day celebrations. The program started last night and will continue until Sunday at 2 a.m. Those who partake in the program are eligible for a $20 reimbursement if they submit their receipts by filling out the form. You can find this form on our website, fox59.com/links. Remember, that program is exclusively for rides home. Also this weekend, a colorful and interactive world is waiting for you and your family to go explore it. The Brick World Lego Expo is making a stop in downtown Indianapolis for a two-day event. That's where we find our Hannah Folman this morning, giving us a live preview of the fun event. Hannah, good morning.
Good morning, Cameron, and welcome to Brick World. And as you can see, I've upped my wardrobe since we last spoke. I have a bow, and now I have Lego earrings. It's such a fun time here in Brick World, and I also got you your train. There is a train here. I know you've been asking for that all morning long, and the man behind the train and this whole brick town, village, incredible city is Scott Thompson. Hello, Scott.
Hi, thanks for having me. I'm delighted to be here.
Thanks for being here. Tell me a little bit about where we're at in this incredible creation.
Well, we got a Dino Zoo here. What's better than growing your own food to go and feed the dinosaurs and showing it off too.
And we've got these skyscrapers in the background too. Tell me about these. How long did they take to build?
Well, Brickopolis here was a heartfelt creation grown from Brick World Expeditions. I've been a fan for over 14 or 15 years, and being part of a community like this has allowed me to grow until we reach the sky and build other beautiful neighborhoods like Brickburg and multiple other ones that aren't on display here today. So a lot of my buildings are built off of real buildings, 3 of them from Detroit, 2 of them from Saginaw, and 1 from Indy, and a couple from one from Livonia. There's a whole bunch of stuff in there. Real buildings on display here at Brick World, Indianapolis.
This is honestly incredible. Like, look at all of this. If you want to come out and check out Scott's creations and so many other incredible Lego exhibitors, this is open today starting at 10 a.m., so just under half an hour, and it'll be open throughout the whole weekend here at the Indiana State Fairgrounds. So make sure you get your Legos and come out with the family for a great time. For now, reporting live in Indianapolis, Hannah Folman, Fox 59 News.
Hannah, thank you very much. I was mesmerized. I was looking at the train. That was her assignment today. Find me a train set. She found it. Hannah also found some accessories to wear. So good job out there this morning. Hannah, thank you so much. Also at the fairgrounds, the Indiana Flower and Patio Show is celebrating its 65th anniversary this year. The show features hundreds of vendors, each hoping to inspire gardeners around the state. The last day for the Flower and Patio Show is tomorrow. Tickets are $15 for adults, and children under 12 are free. You can visit the Indiana Flower and Patio Show FOX59.com for more details. Still to come here this morning, sports. It's been a heartbreaker for some of you guys. Purdue, once again, on the wrong side of history. A top seed knocked off by a 16 seed. Alexa has highlights from the game and more when Fox 59 Morning Sports continues.
The luck of the Irish helped several lower seeds and upsets Friday, but last night top-seeded Purdue needed all the help they could get down the stretch. For the third consecutive year, a double-digit seed sends the Boilermakers packing. That was the look on Matt Painter's face all night long. First half, Zach Edey with the dunk puts the Boilers on top, but they actually trail at halftime. Second half, FDU still on top. Purdue with a 10-0 run. Caleb First's layup puts the Boilers on top by 6, but the Knights refuse to go away. Sean Moore's 3 puts FDU up by 5, and Purdue could never catch up. FDU wins 63-58, and our Chris Widlick was there.
From St. Peter's last March to 16-seeded FDU, Purdue is sent home from March Madness way too early. The Knights outquicked, out-hustled, and outplayed Purdue, and a sparkling season comes to a shocking end.
I can't even explain. Every negative emotion you can think of, anger, sadness, distress, everything. I see, we know how hard we worked this year. We know how we exceed expectations all year.
So it's basketball. Things happen for a reason, and they made more shots. I mean, they're a good team. I mean, they're here for a reason as well. So it's just competitive stuff, and we got competed a little bit today.
It's hard to put my finger on it right now, but they're a good team. they came and outcompeted us today, and they won the game. So at the end of the day, they played better than us. There's a lot of things we can go back and work on, go back and see, and that'll fuel our fire for next year.
Outcompeted and outplayed. Hard words to hear coming out of that Purdue locker room, but it comes from a team that really accomplished much more than anyone anticipated. The positive, virtually everyone on the roster returns. Zach Edey's decision will make a massive difference one way or the other. With the Boilermakers in Columbus, I'm Chris Woodley.
Chris, thank you. Today is all about the IU women. Terry Morgan's top-seeded squad hosting the first round of the NCAA tournament in Assembly Hall. This season, the Hoosiers were ranked as high as 2 in the regular season and won the Big Ten for the first time in 40 years. Between that and earning the program's first ever #1 seed, recent success was all a part of the plan for Morin and company.
One of our first goals that we had for this program was, yes, there's tradition on the men's side, but we really felt confident that we could build the tradition on the women's side as well. And so our hope now is that when people speak of Indiana basketball, it's no longer exclusive just to men's basketball. And they're talking about, yes, men's basketball is, they have the banners, but there's also a women's basketball team that has been able to sustain success over the last 4 to 5 years.
Early start for the Hoosiers today. They'll tip off at Assembly Hall at 11:30 this morning. Niele Ivy's Fighting Irish hosting Southern Utah in a first-round game on Friday. Notre Dame in control of this one from the start. KK Bransford gets the wild shot to fall for the and one. Irish up by 19 points at the break. Second half, Maddie Westfield with a basket as she's fouled. She leads Notre Dame with 20 points. The Irish roll 82-56. They'll face Mississippi State on Sunday. That's it for Morning Sports. I'm Alexa Ross.
All right, so this morning we have been tracking light snowfall, and we're still seeing some snow showers over east central Indiana right now, and that could drop the visibility in some spots. But the bigger story here, just creating some headaches on the roads because of that light snow that has accumulated on the interstates in particular, and also some of the secondary roads. The northbound lanes of I-65 through Tippecanoe County going very slowly, and this is due to an overturn or a jackknife Sydney rather just north of the Lafayette area, and it is creating large delays if you are traveling northbound on 65. You may even want to avoid that area for the time being. And we still have a crash on the exit ramp of Pendleton Pike, and this is at 465, the southbound lanes to that exit to Pendleton Pike, still dealing with that crash activity that has closed and blocked off the ramp. So even though we're not dealing with a lot of snow this morning, it's still creating very slick road conditions. So of course you will want to factor that in if you have any plans to be out. And as we were talking about in those snow bands that are still happening over east central Indiana, it could quickly drop the visibility at times. Seeing that in Richmond, Connorsville, steady snow showers in Batesville too, and Seymour, and then we have another wave of flurries and lighter snow showers near downtown Indianapolis. This wave is going to continue to push off to the east by the afternoon, mainly cloudy skies. A few flurries still could be around, but the bigger story at that time, how much colder it is going to be. With strong winds that are in place, that is going to result in wind chills dropping into the single digits. Right now we have an air temperature at 22 degrees. It's 15 in Lafayette and 25 in Bloomington, but with the strong winds that we're seeing, we have wind chills that are below 0 to the northwest in Lafayette. Feels like 5 degrees in Muncie, 7 for the actual wind chill in Indianapolis. Plus temperatures are going to stay in the lower to mid 20s for the next several hours with a mostly cloudy sky. Wind gusts 30 miles per hour, keeping it feeling cold throughout the day today. We will continue to have single-digit wind chills in the evening and overnight hours. Temperatures staying in the 20s during the first part of the evening, and then once we get to midnight with the clearing sky, we should quickly drop back into the upper teens, mid to upper teens. Tomorrow, high at 39 degrees, mostly sunny skies. It's going to remain cool, and we should have improving conditions during the second half of the weekend, including that cloud cover moving out as higher pressure does get situated right over central Indiana. That will bring us dry time and also milder weather conditions for the start of spring, which we officially kick off the season on Monday at 5:24 in the afternoon. 39 for your high temperature Sunday, Monday 50 degrees, back into the mid 50s on Tuesday. Shower chances are going to return at the end of the week. We could even have some thunderstorms in the mix as temperatures rise into the mid 60s on Thursday, and then Friday 58, looking windy and colder. Cameron?
All right, thank you, Amber. Happening this weekend, there are a few movies creating some buzz on the big screen. We'll have a look at what's coming up in theaters next. But first, FOX59 wants to wish a happy birthday to Juan Jr. Happy 7th birthday, Juan, to our smart, loving, and talented son, Juan Jr. We wish that your day is as amazing as you. Enjoy your day. Love Mom, Dad, Jace, J. Marie, and Grandma. Happy birthday. She's a fly young cat on your 7th birthday. Visit fox59.com to get your birthday shout out on. Just post a picture, send us the name, the shout out message, and the date of their special day. And you can be like JR and be on Fox 59. Happy birthday, man.
To last throughout the years. So bring your good times and your laughter too. We gon' celebrate your party with you. Come on now.
.55, let's turn to the big screen now. Fox's Ashley Dvorkin has a look at what's new in theaters and on streaming.
All right, here's the situation.
Zachary Levi as Billy Batson, along with his superpowered siblings, take on the fury of new foes in Shazam! Fury of the Gods.
The daughters of Atlas are coming to hunt us.
In part 2, the foster kids are juggling teenage life with their adult alter egos when a trio arrive ready to fight for the magic stolen from them, played by Helen Mirren, Lucy Liu, and Rachel Zegler.
I told him I was going to kill him.
Also in theaters is Moving On with Jane Fonda and Lily Tomlin, about the journey of estranged friends who reunite to seek revenge on their best friend's widow and their own lessons learned along the way.
Help me! Get me out of here!
Inside stars Willem Dafoe as an art thief trapped in a New York penthouse after his heist doesn't go as planned.
I think the murders are connected.
Streaming on Hulu is Boston Strangler, starring Keira Knightley and Carrie Coon as reporters putting their own lives on the line as they investigate and connect the Boston Strangler murders.
Follow the magician's elephant.
Netflix adds the animated tale The Magician's Elephant. Noah Jupe voices Peter in the book-to-screen story about a boy told by a fortune teller to find a mysterious elephant in his search for his long-lost sister. It leads to an adventure complete with 3 seemingly impossible tasks, which he's determined will help lead him to her. Plus, there's the current #1 at the box office, frightening franchise continuation, Scream 6. In Hollywood, Ashley Dvorkin, Fox News.
We will keep a chance for flurries today, but be careful on the roads.
Yep, we will stay on top of it. We're back with more news tonight at 10. Have a great weekend.